lately I've been painting a lot of water. It's never the same. You get everything from like the roaring white water of spring runoff to just the calm, low, tranquil, sunlit waters of high summer. Yeah, it's always a challenge too. That's what really inspires me about it. My name is Laura Bifano. If I have too many color options, I get a little bogged down. So I like to use a pretty limited palette of like a warm yellow, cool yellow, a crimson, a phthalo green, blue, and then burnt umber. I find that a lot of my mark making and style decisions come out of the limitations of working with a flat brush. So I'll use a 1 inch and a ½ inch brush for most of my work. For my bigger pieces, of course, I'm using like a 3 inch brush, like a really big guy, and just blocking in, working broad to fine with my shapes. I always like to just, when I'm plein air painting, I just get in there with my giant brush and I'm just, it's very spontaneous. And then from there, I go in with my smaller brush and I can refine and get some of those little finer points and details. My approach to plein air stuff is always kind of 75% just like crazy, insane chaos goblin, and then 25%, artist. I love a beefy watercolor paper. Some Arches 300 weight cold press is my absolute favorite paper to paint on these days. I find that the cold press just has this wonderful tooth to it where it sounds counterintuitive, but it actually, the way the paint disperses on it, you can get these really beautiful, soft, feathery edges when you're working wet on wet. I paint with gouache. I'm not picky about the brand. However, M. Graham, Winsor Newton are both fantastic brands. There's just so much uncertainty and chaos in the world, especially right now. I feel like any opportunity that you can give yourself to just step away from the screen, go out in nature and make something is almost feels like a little act of rebellion. For me, getting out and plein air painting is as much of a meditation and an act of self-care as it is, part of my professional practice. So even if you're not a painter, I just highly encourage anyone to just step away from their phone, step away from your screen, any opportunity you can get, and just find somewhere nice and just sit and watch the landscape roll by.
Many thanks to Laura Bifano for sharing her art, insights and inspirations with us. You can learn more about her practice in an article on our website, and be sure to check out the other artists in this series over on our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.